Buttoned up, buttoned up, buttoned up.
Welcome back to another episode of Buttoned Up. I just realized I didn't have an intro in the first episode, so this is my attempt of being normal. Yeah, anyway, I just went to Pasar Baru and bought like 3 caps, and I thought I was gonna wear one today, but they are just too filthy. So back with the old trusted cap. It's actually really late right now, but since this camera is gonna be picked up anytime soon, um, because somebody's renting it, I just have to film an episode. So yeah, recently I've been thinking a lot about switching. I mean, not like switching, at least like expanding more of my interest. Because I'm an animation major, right? That's what I do for the last like 3 4 years. How do you say it when you're like in school for it? Um, Professionally and educationally. I have a lot of these like bottles in my house. Wait, these glass bottles in my house. These were water, like mineral water. I didn't know why they came in these glass bottles, and since I'm like stingy as fuck, I just keep them because they look nice. I also recently made a projection mapping. I remembered on the last episode I was talking about how I was interested in making them. Mm, I finally made it. I bought shout out Noah, my friend, for allowing me borrow his dad's projector. At first, I was not sure if I could use it because I didn't know what projector to use, right? And this projector he had was like just a regular projector. I didn't know if I had to use like a laser projector or something, but turns out it actually looked pretty. It looked good enough for me at least. I was contemplating between using After Effects or learning Resolume in like 2 days, but uh, I gave up learning Resolume and just use After Effects. At first, it was a little complicated because I didn't really understand how to map like text and make the perspective correct. At first, I just made like a light projection on some pictures I already had on the wall. But after like tinkering for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 days, I just understood that we have to make a pre-comp for every single projection we want, like for every single text, and just basically like corner pin it on the edges of the surface. So yeah, that's what I did for the cabinet projection. And I also made a video about it because I didn't have another idea. I was busy like tinkering with this projection mapping thing, and yeah, I just thought, why not make a video about it? I just rewatched the first episode of Breaking Bad. You know, I remembered when I was in school, in film school, I a lot of people were talking about it, right? And especially I don't know, like probably like the generation of my lecturers, they're really like they really like Breaking Bad, and I happened to not watch it because I was probably too young. I don't know. Mm. And I remembered I watched the first season in like I think last year or something, and I thought it was alright. I don't really like it. Um, and I just kind of put it off after the first season. But I just read somewhere that the first season is really bad compared to the other seasons. So yeah, I think I might be continuing to watch Breaking Bad. You know, when I bought a mechanical keyboard, the spiel, the whole spiel was like, this is the only keyboard you'll ever need, right? My friend who built it, I asked him, what if the the switch broke? And then he said, no, the switch never breaks. Because if it breaks, it means it got broken into. Like it breaks in, and that's supposedly a good thing. So yeah, technically, you're supposed to get one keyboard for your lifetime. I'm actually pretty happy with my discipline and my Mons Geek. I bought the Mons Geek because I needed a numpad, right? So so yeah, I'm actually really happy with it. But come a year or two after I bought it, there are actually a lot of cheaper options compared to what I built. Um, and I don't know how to feel about it because at the time I thought we all thought probably like this is not gonna be like a super massive thing. Nobody could fathom everybody making basically switching to colorful keyboards. At the time the keyboards they used was like either built in from their laptops or like your regular office keyboard, right? So yeah, the more people adopt it, it's crazy how the keyboard I wanted was actually like an aluminum one, right? Before this discipline, I really wanted one that had aluminum frame, and my friend said it was like 34 million, and I said no way, that's so expensive. So I bought the discipline because it looked cool also. But these days you can get an aluminum keyboard for like crazy cheap, like probably like a third of the price or something. Yeah, my Mons Geek was half the price of my discipline, or at least like three-fourths of the price or something. Yeah, it was crazy cheap compared to the discipline, and it's all and it's full aluminum. You know, pegboards are actually really useful for some reason. I thought like back then I thought it was like the most gimmicky thing ever. No one would ever hang anything on their wall. But turns out everyone hangs everything on their wall. And I love my pegboard. I bought two, and I think it's the best investment I've ever made, non electronic wise. It's basically you can have like a small hanger and then like a bigger cabinet to put whatever, and then they even have these small boxes that you can slip something into, and everything was like very cheap for its use. I was searching for air freshener. I've tried a few before, and when I went to my friend's place, I remembered him having this one that smells like tea from Glade, and I really liked it, and I bought it. But turns out the smell goes after like a month or something. So after that, I bought the one from Humans. My first reed diffuser, my other friend also had one of these, and I thought his room smelled really good. And it's really interesting how they have so many smells. I think they had one that smelled like bakery, and the the one that smelled like petrichor. And at the end, I forgot which one I bought, but I think it smells really good. I didn't grow up listening to a lot of music, so when I was first introduced to music, I was introduced to what was happening when at my age. So I was like probably like 2017 or 18, and at that time, what was cool was a lot of indie songs, a lot of indie singers, the ones that use a lot of colorful clothes and a lot of accessories. So I think I'm pretty not cultured in like a lot of 90s or early 2000 songs. And I just realized how cool Oasis is. Um, I saw their cover on Octopus's Garden, and one thing I realized that whenever they finish the line, uh, they would turn around and do no crowd work at all. Like they don't even care. Like they would sing like, uh, "An octopus's garden in the shade," and then they wouldn't like interact with the people watching. They would just turn around and wait until they have to sing the next line. That's pretty badass. You know what I want to do more is writing songs. And for some reason, it is really difficult to write a song. Probably because you have to be honest with it. Yeah, also there's a lot of feelings poured into it, a lot of time, a lot of picking words, a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating. I think it's so much work. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to make a routine of in the near future. These days, I try to write down every idea I have on my on my phone, mainly like video ideas or script ideas. But I've been trying to do it more consistently, almost on a daily basis now. But writing songs is crazy. It's on another level. All right. Thank you everyone for watching and listening to me ramble for however this long this video is gonna be. Thank you for the motorbike passing by and making my video more lively. Thank you for the universe for letting this happen. Thanks. Bye bye.